when there was a lot of talk about crooks teaching people how to carjack Kias and Hyundais on platforms like TikTok, we have an update for you. A federal judge tentatively declined a preliminary settlement agreement in a class action lawsuit against both automakers. This comes following several state attorneys general sending a letter out asking a court to strengthen that settlement. They say Kia and Hyundai need to do more to prevent carjackings. The judge agrees. Xavier Walton is with us right now. So finally, something's being done, but I see you're out at a car right now. Okay, so were you able to successfully break into that Hyundai or Kia?
You put me on the spot. No, I did not break in. This is a rental. I have the keys right here to prove it. But really, all you need to say is screwdriver, you hop in, or even maybe a USB cord. Pretty simple. I'm not going to show you how to do it, but cities nationwide, they really are asking these automakers for more help.
A class action lawsuit against Kia and Hyundai is moving forward. A federal judge didn't sign off on a proposed $200 million settlement by the car manufacturers. This comes shortly after Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison, along with the attorneys general from 6 states and Washington, D.C., sent a letter requesting to boost up the suit against the car makers, saying in part, the proposed settlement agreement's failure to adequately respond to the ongoing public safety crisis being caused by Hyundai and Kia's theft-prone vehicles is particularly concerning to us. The unique vulnerability of Hyundai and Kia vehicles to theft continues to harm consumers and threaten public safety in our states.
I think the states are frustrated by something that they view as an increase in crime rate. They may be trying to use an after-the-fact solution.
This all stems from a social media trend that touted how easy it was for older model Kia and Hyundais to be stolen. The reason? Some older cars weren't equipped with an anti-theft device called the vehicle immobilizer that's standard in newer models.
These cars, because they were lower trim levels or less expensive models, didn't have that feature.
When the problem first came to light, the manufacturers offered free steering wheel locks to customers and a software upgrade in some cars to help prevent the problem. And recently, Hyundai told NewsNation in part, Hyundai is committed to the comprehensive actions we are undertaking to assist customers and communities affected by the persistent theft of certain vehicles not equipped with push-button ignitions and engine immobilizers.
The states are seeing a spike in crime related to Kia and Hyundai vehicles, and I think that they're trying to pull every lever they have to get some sort of resolution.
It really is hard to believe that this is all it takes, something as simple as a USB cord. Stolen cars are mainly in some models made before 2020-21. And keep this in mind, several cities like St. Louis, Cleveland are among those that have actually sued these automakers. Why? Because they didn't install the anti-theft devices, which makes it so easy to steal something like this.
Yeah, somebody's car, somebody's ride, a big deal. Thank you very much, Xavier.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.